So this siding hasn't been rolled. We got the tractor out of the way. This is part 2. And we coming all along, and maybe you can hear me a little better. You know, that needs to be rolled. We've got an opening. That's the fresh air induction vent, and there's an opening for where they tried to originally put one, and they left the hole there. When you're in the attic, you cannot see that hole because of the duct going to this. So that's hidden. So from the inside, there's no clue that you got this gaping hole. This hole needs to be sealed. Brick is porous. Brick will allow water in. Okay, by design, that's why we have our drainage plane out here. That's why the flashing is so important around the windows. Okay, because the brick is porous. It's a good building material. The house could burn down and you could reuse this brick. Build another house. That's how strong it is. It's a great insulator for sound and for heat. It's maintenance free so long as you don't paint it. Okay, but it's very porous, and we know that. And architecture is regional. So when it comes through the wall, then it drains down here, drains down the drainage plane, all the flashing drains out. This hole will not allow that. And then in these staples, which I am still confused about, I'm going to go ahead and paint them up. These are overdriven. It says that it's okay over here. Alright. You saw that in the other video. It says that it's okay over here. Alright. But this is the drainage plane on this side of the wall. This is the drainage plane. We come down and we have all these overdriven staples. Where do you think the water's going to go? 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Alright. And then the last video where I pulled off, I was talking about that hole. I can't speak enough about it. And then I was also talking about this window and the flashing in the window, and that's not done right. And then we're coming on along. Well, I thought I was going to get a second video, you know. The whole idea was to get to this corner. And we could do that. We could do that. I'm an adventuresome type of guy. Coming on along over here. Check this strap. Check that gap. Alright. Check out that blue line. If that would have been installed properly, you wouldn't have had that gap, and it would have held the house to the sole plates better. And they come on along, okay, come around here and they wrapped them. They're not all fastened, are they? They're not all fastened. Every hole is supposed to be filled, isn't it? It's not fastened. Not fastened at all. This is a good example though. Let's come in here a little bit. Let's do some looking. You know what I'm not... These are called sole plates. Some people call them mud plates. That's okay. Some people call them mud plates. And some people call them sill plates. That's pier and beam. But these plates are supposed to have anchor bolts. These plates are supposed to have anchor bolts. And the last time, that's not an anchor bolt. And the last time I had this conversation with a builder, see, you got a couple nails in there at least. Okay. Last time I had this conversation with a builder, he sent over some documentation saying that it's okay to shoot nails as a substitute to anchor bolts. But that same documentation that I read said that it's for non-load bearing walls. Not every wall, not load bearing walls. So if something's changed, like the instructions on the siding that I was reading on the exterior, if something has changed, then I'm in a learning mood. I want to know about it. I would like to, I'm asking for that documentation. Because as far as I know, this is all the sole plates, all the mud seals were done wrong. They were done improperly. So they come over here and they do the paint. That's what's holding your house up. This one, not so bad. This one's done right. Okay. Every hole's supposed to be filled. Do you think that nail is going to hold in there? You think that nail is going to hold? No, it's not going to hold. You think this should have been where they put the blue paint? I don't know. It's called a clue. I think it should be. I think it should have been done like the paint. How about this one? I think it should have been done like the paint. We wouldn't have this problem if it was done right. And we don't have any anchor bolts that I've seen so far.